Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Kingdom Fit. Man, it's about time. No disrespect to Boogie Cousin, but it's about time. If you go back and check my last video, man, I kind of put up a video about the center that we need to go get to help Woods if Boogie is not going to play in the paint, if he's not going to decide to play down low, if he's not going to decide to body, if he's not going to decide to get physical, if he's not going to decide to go rebound. I'm not saying the guy's not putting up numbers, but the guy's putting up what we call mediocre numbers according to his contract. Because, his contract is not guaranteed. So he's putting up numbers that tells you, okay, yeah, this is why we pay this guy this much. But we all know his skill set. We all know the dynamics of what he can bring and what he offers. And he still shot the three at a very good rate. But at the same time, he did something, man, that I have been waiting for him to do. Play inside, play outside. Play inside, play outside. I'm not expecting this guy to be a big-time defender. He never was a big-time defender. But he was a big, heavy-set body guy with the dribbling skills of a point guard and the ability of a center and a power forward. But, man, when the guy decides to make up his mind and play his position the way he's supposed to, because he had no choice. Y'all do understand that he had no choice but to play and to stay on the floor. We didn't have a center. That's why we had to use the young kid, Kenyon Martin's son. That's why we had to use him, because we didn't have a center. That's why we seen that ridiculous block. Shout out to the boy with that ridiculous block on the big man from Mavericks. But DeMarcus Cousins had to control his emotions. He had to buckle down and play the position the right way because we didn't have a center. And he did an awesome job. So shout out to Boogie Cousins, man. This game was exciting. Man, I'm about to speak my mind. I kind of put this out on Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter if you haven't. Same name, man, Mr. Kingdom Fit. I said if James Harden was still on this team doing a display or doing the coverage of this team, this would have been the headline. Luka versus the Beard. It's always been the headline since Luka came in to the league, and now he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. It's always been the headline. And Tim Hardaway Jr. always torches the crap out of us, man. The crap out of us. And finally, there's a game where the dude shot like crap. But every time we play the Dallas Mavericks, man, it's always a ridiculous shootout. And it becomes a shootout because people are not on the same page. And finally, we're seeing a team that is not headlined by a particular guy, but is actually headlined by a group of guys who want to compete. They're bought into the system. They're actually running plays. They're actually focused on defense. They're actually getting out of it. They're actually making guys have to figure out how to score the proper way instead of just being wide open or just shooting whenever they feel like it. Like, we are actually watching people compete, man, at a high level. And I'm very, very excited about that. I was a little worried, man, and I'm still a little worried. This is what my thought process was, that we didn't need a center. It's because when I heard about the Marcus Cousins working out, I said, look, this is a guy who can go easily grab like 10, 13, 14 rebounds a game. And no problem. If you start him and Woods in the starting lineup together, here's my problem. Because we don't have a center on the bench, that means you'll have to bring PJ off the bench. And PJ will have to run with Woods, or PJ will have to run with Boogie. I understand that, but there are going to be some matchups, man, that PJ, when it comes against the second team, PJ is just he's not going to fit in well because PJ is not a scorer. So you actually just bring in a defender off the bench. But when I thought about Boogie Cousins, man, and we acquired him, I said, look, Woods is straight, man. Woods is going to be good. Woods going to, of course, do his thing. I was watching him in Detroit, and then I watched some of his highlights. But then I said, okay, Boogie Cousins can control the paint. He can work outside with the jump shot. He's going to be able to help this kid in so many different ways. So when he had this outstanding performance against the Dallas Mavericks, of course, the Dallas Mavericks was missing some people. They were missing Dwight Powell. They was missing some other guys. But Willie Cauley-Stein, man, ain't no joke. But he did get bodied, So at the same time, man, it gave DeMarcus Cousins the boost and the confidence that he needed to ensure himself that, you know, he's on the right track, like he's doing what it is he's supposed to do. Because I know the guy's going to be looking for a contract come off season. You know, he's not on a non-guaranteed contract, but he did some things, man, that made me very, very proud. Like he really forced the effort. He really forced the competition. He really put himself in position to be successful. And that's all you can ask for, man. This game against the Dallas Mavericks, I enjoyed because simply it was an all-out effort on everybody's behalf. I cannot wait. I know everybody else along with me cannot wait to see Victor Oladipo, John Wall, House back, everybody back in the lineup, man, so we can get a true rotation, so we can really see what everything looks like. I've been telling people for a while, man, always compete. Our record right now, we're 5-9 or 5-8, somewhere around there. We're still in this thing, man. I don't care if we don't come out and go NBA Finals, but you still want to compete because we still have young talent on the team. Keep telling y'all that. Young talent, man, we have it. We have young talent, so you don't really got to dig in the draft to go find it. But anyway, man, go check out my last video. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. H-Town, I'm out.